Morning, guys. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. All right. It's been crazy busy around here today, you guys. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep up. And every day it just goes by faster and faster and faster. So yesterday I was actually helping Madeline. Well, I didn't even really have to help her. She was, there's a local gallery that said they're looking for children to bring in their artwork. And Madeline was like all about it, and she's all about foxes. So if you guys haven't seen my Instagram or my Facebook, definitely check it out. I posted a reel yesterday what is that? Where it's like sped up video. I recorded it time lapse. There we go. I recorded it in time lapse, and so it doesn't show like the final piece just yet. I was gonna let her do like a little reveal video, but she loves to paint and draw foxes, and so she's gonna do like a little fox collection for the gallery in Garden City. So I am super proud of her. She did almost all the spray paint on the bottom, or like the underlayer, but her hand was like getting tired from like pushing the the nozzle, so I had to finish just a little tiny section of it, which was funny. But yeah, she knocked it out. She painted it by herself. Like, she literally did everything I do, like, just from watching me. So I was like super impressed. But yeah, definitely check out that reel, you guys. It's so cute. Today, I know this is like really random, but you know how I explained that we do clean outs and stuff when my husband gets like bigger jobs that he needs help with. So I'll come in and help like take stuff out. But if there's anything that's like old and vintagey, things that obviously are right up my alley, I will take those. And I found these like vintage cards, which I absolutely love. I need to find the tote out in the barn that has some vintage cards of mine from when I was like super little, because they had like the fuzzy cards and it has like a pretty cat, like a kitten on it. I don't know if you guys remember those, but yeah. So I pulled these because I was like, dude, these are so cute. They're right up my alley. And it just reminds me of like everything of my childhood. So the colors I'm obsessed with. And I just wanted to pull some inspiration from some of these older cards. By Forget-Me-Not cards. That's cute. Does this have a year? I'm not sure. I mean, 1974. What? Cute. So yeah, I'm just super excited. So I wanted to pull these. 74. That's cool that they wrote the year on them. Let's see. 72 or 73. But 60s and 70s are like my absolute, well, I take that back. 20s and 30s, like Art Deco is my absolute favorite in design. Color and pattern and all that, and music is definitely 60s, 70s. This one's from 72. Oh my gosh. So cute. That's so cool. They wrote the year on it. Like, what? 72. But yeah, the colors just, I absolutely love. Ooh, I like how this is like papery. That's cool. So I'm just trying to decide on which one I want to pull inspiration from for today's little abstract. I love these colors. You can kind of tell from some of the pieces I've done before that I like those too. I really like this, but I like the pinks in this one with the contrast to those beautiful greens. This one's more neutral. This one's just so much more fun. It's so bright. I think I'll go with this one for inspiration today. You never know where you can pull inspiration from. I'm telling you guys, you can find it anywhere. Anywhere. You know what's crazy is I actually wanted to go put some paint on one of the logs outside because we have a wood stove for the fall and the winter. And I was actually thinking of taking a stamp off of the wood. Maybe I should have done that before I went live. I didn't even think about it. So I do want to use the granulated or the granulating colors from Ganzai Tombi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But I still have the dish from last time with all the colors. Man, these look so cool. So I figured I'd play a little bit more with these. I wonder if I should go take a stamp of that log really quick. I would have to just pull out some paint. What color would I use? Ooh. I kind of like this neutral color that's in here. So we could use that for a background. Let me see. Would this be wide enough? I think I have a log on the front porch, so I could go. I don't know if spray paint would work. I definitely wouldn't be able to burn that piece of wood, so I'd have to cut it off. Dang, I should have my husband like cut me off a big piece and that way I can kind of reuse it as a stamp because it's like organic. I wonder if I should use spray paint or if I should use regular paint. Thinking. Spray paint would be quick, but I kind of like the idea of using this almost like yellow ochre color as a neutral for a background and then putting the beautiful colors on top. I kind of want to do that. All right, let me find my yellow ochre. Or do I have a yellow ochre in spray paint? Looking. I don't really think I do. I might have to go get a actual yellow ochre paint. Or no, wait, raw sienna. Raw sienna is more like that color. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so I might use this and then go brush it on there really quick. And I just gotta find a brush. These ones are stuck together. What the heck? Okay. So I pulled this one, just like some generic $2 one from the hardware store. That'll work. Grab a bucket of water real quick. Water. And I guess I will just take all these outside really quick. And let's see, is it still recording? Okay, I'll try to make this quick, guys. Give me just a second. Well, I think I should have used more paint, but that's what we got. I had to use the back of my hand as a palette again. That is really funny. I was hoping to get more on there, but I guess I should have used a lot more paint. I was trying to hurry. I get some cool texture though. And I do have technically like, you know, tree line stencils, I'm sure, but I wanted something more organic and like, yeah. I tried. I'll have to give that some more practice. I know I wanted to practice with like tree bark too, like getting some stencils for texture on the back, or using tree bark as stencils in a sense, for just texture on like a first layer of a painting. So I mean, I kind of did that. I definitely wanted it to be a little more, but that's okay. I didn't grab like enough paint, I guess. So first attempt, not bad. We'll have to definitely master that. I'll have them cut that portion of the top off to see if I can do a better job getting a stamp of it. All right, so let's tape this down. What did I do with my tote? Everything's all moved around because my other cart Maddie's using for her paintings. So after school all week, she's gonna be painting her little heart out, and then, ooh, what is on my leg? Oh yeah, see, and I got spray paint all over my hand this morning because she wanted me to start the next piece because she's doing foxes with the galaxy kind of thing around them. It's super cute, guys. She's made these smaller pieces in her like sketchbooks with those like acrylic markers. Here, there's some right here. I've gotten her like several of these, the Master's Touch acrylic markers, and it's a good deal. Like you get like a bunch of them and it's really good price. But for somebody who's just starting out and learning, and yeah, she gets tons of colors and it's a decent price. So I get her those, and then we just get like the watercolor paper pads and stuff like that, and she'll create her own little paintings. But since she's already created some, it's like you can just use those as like, you know, they were studies, and if you liked it, you can make a full-on painting with it. And mind you, she's 8, so I guess I should have told you guys that. My youngest is 8, and so she loves clay, the baking clay, and she loves to paint and draw, so she's a little mini me. I gotta show you guys this. I baked them up this morning. She had a whole tray ready, but she has Nezuko, if you guys watch Demon Slayer. And then, oh my gosh, is this Tanjiro? I think it's Tanjiro, and his name is evading me. But if you guys know these little characters, I just baked them this morning for her because she just finished them. But is that not the cutest little thing ever? Oh, she's so cute. She is just so talented. I love it. I love it. Can't wait to put those on the shelf. I mean, she had tons more other things in there that she made, but those were just like my favorite. So I had to share that. She's so creative. Cambria is too. She's 15? No, she'll be 15 this year. She's 14, so she'll be 15. We have the same birthday. It's so funny. So every year we just basically have like a mom and daughter day for our birthdays since we have the same birthday. It's a lot of fun. But now that she's getting older, it's like you can do a lot more cooler stuff. All right, looks like I need more tape. Let me grab another roll. What is this, an inch? Let's see. Oh my goodness, where's my tape? No. Oh, there's some. Set this down. It's a giant roll of it, so I gotta open it up. Is that the same size? Hope so. Alright. And I just use like the Scotch painter's tape, nothing special. And I mean, I see people use the blue tape, but for some reason it just seems like it doesn't always work. I don't know. My husband does painting too, so it's like I've tried all the tapes, you know, and this just seems to work the best for me. Oh, except for that piece. We won't talk about that. Just totally tore off. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Okay. This one feels different than the other one. The other one might just be a lot older, so could be the reason why. I know I've borrowed a few from my husband's work bucket. So, all right, I think I might do I want to do 2 or 4? Maybe we can just play around with 2 today. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Oh, I didn't get to show you guys. I framed that hunting dog piece I did yesterday. I totally forgot. I should show you. Well, you guys can check it out on my social medias too, and it's on my website, amandamartinezart.com. You can check it out there too. It's available. And I didn't make any photos of it, so I won't be making any copies of that specific one. 1, because I forgot, and 2, it's not that big of a deal. That's funny. So many things I forget to do, and then I like kick myself later, like, why did I not take photos so I can make prints of that? Like, it's whatever. Is that fairly even? We're just gonna say yes and stick that there. Okie dokie. Cool. I'm excited. Well, that was a fun little base to make for this. Oh. I guess there's some burnt wood on there. Kind of left some marks. I'm gonna kind of wipe that off. There's like some thicker, chunky pieces. Okay, let's see. Now, if I remember correctly, with these ones, you're supposed to pre-wet them so that way they have time to do their thing. So let's just kind of get these going to get them activated. There we go. And then I'm not sure if I have like what order I have them in on that palette. So, oh my gosh, I can't open it. But I love the colors. I love how these like actually granulate. They look so cool. And this actually wasn't that bad in price. I want to say it was like maybe $15. And it came with an extra empty pan. So that was kind of cool. All right, so let me flip this over. So, oh, it's on the thing right here. Aurora Red, Aurora Pink, Aurora Orange, Aurora Blue, Aurora Violet. So, let me kind of mix. What kind of brush do I want to use today? Do I want to use a round or a flat? I don't want to use a flat. This one's actually kind of small. Just kind of go with that one today, I guess. I don't know why. I just want to. So let's see if we can figure out which colors these are. Hopefully this would be violet. And hopefully this one's blue, but it looks violet. Well, it's funny because there's only 5 colors in here, but I have 6. These look the same to me. So this one almost looks like it should be orange, but I don't know. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? No. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get these activated, but I'm trying to figure out which colors are which. Like, is this orange or is this supposed to be, maybe that's supposed to be orange. I don't even know. Maybe I need a test sheet so I can figure out which one's which. Because these will definitely look like the violet, obvious. But I'm thinking this is maybe orange, this is maybe pink. And then this one would be the red, but what's this supposed to be? Is that supposed to be the blue? Maybe I'll just have to add more. Oh yeah, this is probably a red. Okay, so let's get these really going here. That looks more like a blue. Let's get some more in there. Really make sure I get some pigment going on. Okay, I think I have that right. It's definitely darker. All right, so I'm just gonna add some more pigment to each one of these really quick. And then just to really step it up. Okay. And then the orange. Yeah, because these ones you're supposed to like activate with water so that they're already, I don't know, something to do with the pigments. I want these to have as much color as I can. It looks like even last time I didn't necessarily have a lot of pigment, so why not get it ready from the start? It almost reminds me of like when you dye Easter eggs when you were a kid. I don't know why. It's just the colors right here just kind of remind me of that. Because of the little tablets, the water just looks like that. Okay, so let's pull some of the red. So pretty. All right, so these have quite a bit in this one now. Okay. So let me pull a little bit more of the violet, I think. Just to darken that up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Those actually look pretty good. I guess I can leave that there, that's fine. I just add a little bit more water. Oh, that was cool. Did you guys see how it like turned orange? Just make sure I got plenty in here to work with. It's so cool. I love how the colors do that. Okay. Now, I'm not sure, obviously, that these are going to be anywhere near the brightness of this card. I guess I should hold it where you can see it. But play around. We'll see what we can do. Let's get some of the page wet. We'll just do some circles first. I know there really isn't very much purple in this per se, but I still like it. So let me add some more water in the middle. just to see, ooh, what it does. Maybe just do a couple more little dots here. And then maybe, let's see, what other colors? I do see some like blue purples in here. So we did violet. Let's do some of this blue. Ooh, wow, that's pretty. Oh, I really like that. And then there's barely any red. Let's see. I like how the texture's coming through on that too. That's really cool. And this one was orange. Not very much orange in there. Maybe we'll do like a layer of pink. I'm gonna have to move this out of the way. There we go. Let's see how this works. And then we could put some little splotches of orange, I think, into this. Are you on your first break, Mom?
Yes.
Nice. There's not really very much red, so maybe we'll do, kind of want to do another violet. Around the outside of this. Pretty. Wow, that is gorgeous. And then we'll do more of the blue. Ooh, where's the blue? I can't tell which is which because they're just so funky. That is cool. And then what's the next color that I used? Was it pink? Maybe we could use orange. Let's do orange. And then put drops of pink in that instead. Ooh, pretty. I can't wait to see what this looks like dry. And then I can actually put some marks on here. Put some pink in there just to kind of see what it does. Do some pink in the center. Why not? All right, and then we can go back with, oh yeah, I was gonna do pink on the outside. And then I guess I can do just a couple drops of the red, just because there's really not a whole lot of red in this, but I want to add it in there. But it's gonna be pretty. This should be interesting. All right, so we got one side done. I guess I could have been working on both at the same time, but that's okay. Let's dry some of that up. Boy, hopefully it doesn't make the tape come up. Oh, I like this right here. It's like blue, green to purple. It's like a violet. It's gonna dry down so pretty. I don't know if you can tell that was inspired from it, but like I said, when this dries, we can go on with another layer, and if we want to, we can add some neon or hot pink, maybe some indigo. Ooh, there's like a tiny bit of yellow too. Ooh, we might have to use some yellow in here. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do on this side? And I definitely want to put some gold, so I'll be putting gold on this too. But it shouldn't take too long just because it's watercolor to dry. I might do another, maybe I'll do a few circles. Let's see how that turns out. Let's just do a few. Do a different color. Use the blue. There we go. Oh, look at that. Hey, Mom, come check out these granulating watercolors. The granulating watercolors, you like get them wet to activate them, and they look kind of like this. And look at that.
Oh, like the salt thing, huh?
That's pretty cool. It does kind of look like that, yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. All right, so this one is orange. So, almost had a dad joke out of that, but I didn't do it. Saved your guys' ears. All right, let's do one more. This is looking so cool. I'm gonna have to do more of these. And then what's the next color? We got pink. Oh, see ya. I'm assuming around lunchtime. I said I'm assuming around lunchtime.
I'll come over at lunch if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao. Let's see, do I want to add the red? Trying to decide. I don't know if I want to add red to this. I like how I got some open space to play with too on this one, as far as like for when it's dry. So I might just hold off on adding more to this one, just in case. Ooh, definitely under the tape. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, just, I don't know. I love this. Look at that. That must have been the violet. That is so pretty. Wow, it really darkens up once it starts drying. Like, that is so pretty. These are incredible. These would make a fun underpainting. Oh, wow, look at right there. These would make a really fun underpainting. Has anybody used watercolor on canvas? I have not yet. Is there anything special that you have to do? I would have to look that up. I wonder if you'd have to like specifically gesso it, or if the canvas, or would it have to be specifically like a linen or cotton to absorb the watercolor? Now I'm curious, because I feel like even if I tried to do this on like a regular canvas right now that I have, it would just bead up. Like it wouldn't, because I don't have the cotton or the linen. Curious. This one I love. I love the shapes over here, but I just like these colors are just, ugh, so good. I'm starting to see some of the pink, not a whole lot, some of the orange. And again, I like this texture underneath with the tree stamp of the rings. And I had a giant log out there and then like a smaller one, and I was like, maybe I'll stick to the smaller one. I was trying to hurry because acrylic dries like really fast. Oof, look at that. It's like it's like a second layer of skin. Gross. Okay. Well, I guess I could use the heat gun on here. But I know with like watercolors, you typically don't want to use the heat gun because it doesn't allow it to do like really the granulations on their own. And I've heard it just doesn't look the same if you use a heat gun. But I mean, some of these corners are pretty damp. Like they're pulled up. But I'm afraid to wipe it off because I really like those colors and I want to let them dry. Why is that? Oh, like reactivated whatever that was on there. This one won't take as long as this one because I had a lot more water on here. But I didn't put water on this one first, like I did the center right there. Wow, that is so pretty. Okay, so let's focus on this. What colors? I might grab my Caran d'Ache crayons because I know I want to do like little pops of yellow that I see in there. And I'm going to use these wax pastels, the Caran d'Ache, that are not water soluble, just because I don't want them to run. I can't tell, is that like a green? Is that like a true? I almost feel like I could get away with this neon color, but we'll stick to yellow just for now. And then it gives me a chance to pull different mediums here. So I know I want to do little pops of yellow, maybe just a little bit. And what else do I want to do? I kind of dig this like little indigo, a little bit of indigo lines. What do I have besides acrylic and oil that would be indigo? I really don't think I have anything else that would. You know, I haven't used any powders on these yet, these little abstracts. But I typically use that in my oil paint, so I'm not sure how that would work. What could I do? Like, I know I could probably mix it with some acrylic just to see how that turns out, maybe. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had the coolest conversation with Madeline yesterday too. My youngest, I was telling her she could create her own Valentine's cards and like make prints of them. So she'd have her own Valentine's cards that she created for class. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love that. It was so cute just to see her face like realize what I was actually saying. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm not putting heat gun on this. I love the colors. I love it. All right, let me see if I can find an indigo in maybe these. Where would I put it? Did I use it on my last painting? Oh. Well, I got a turquoise. I don't have an indigo though. That's a bummer. That's black. Oh, I do have an indigo. Woohoo! I do have an indigo. I didn't think I had one. So it almost looks like it should be mixed with like a brown to kind of tone it down. Maybe I'll put some of this on a palette and then just kind of put some drops of it on there. Because I don't want it to be too dark. because I feel like that would really kind of take over. We'll see. Okay, so we got indigo in the golden acrylic, high flow acrylic. And what else do I want to add? I mean, obviously there's some greens in here, but I'm not sold. I kind of like this yellowy green. I love those little pops of indigo. I feel like that yellowy green would be kind of nice. Isn't that kitten just so cute? I bet they probably paid like $1 or less for this. Okay. Such a cute little painting. I wonder how people just come up with this stuff out of their mind. It's crazy to me. I like these lines too. Thinking. Like, all I can think about is I want to just start painting some flowers. I love painting flowers, but I don't necessarily, shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Okay, so pop of yellow, got that. Might do some indigo. Maybe I can just kind of do it in the lines, like just some of the open space. And what were we thinking? Maybe a hot pink? What would I use for that? Do I want acrylic? I almost want to use that vivid pink because it's so pretty. Maybe we'll pull some vivid pink because I'm a sucker for it. Oh, I do have 2 of those. Nice. Okay. The primary red is really pretty too. That would go really well with this. But this can definitely overpower a piece, so we'll be very careful with that. All right, this is almost dry. As I jibber jabber. Oh, that's so pretty. Now, if only tie-dye shirts look like this, just like faded and muted and not so like boom. I bet you could do that. I bet there's ways to do that. All right, so let me set this off to the side. And man, I didn't realize how much raw sienna I actually go through, but it's an amazing color. It's crazy, like the colors that I actually love now that I paint. Like I used to hate orange. I thought it was like the ugliest color ever. And now, dude, I love orange. Oh, it's so juicy, especially in oil. And like orange with a hot pink or like orange and magenta, like they just go together so well. So pretty. So my favorite color used to be yellow. Now I'm like, yellow's so boring. What's your guys' favorite color? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, this video is running a little bit longer than I had planned. Sorry, guys. But I really want to do this one in one sitting. And I'm almost done. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. I finished the acrylics with the dog commission. Let me show you. So when I'm done with this video, I am going to finish this beauty in oil. Isn't that freaking incredible? So I'm super excited. So that piece I'll be finishing hopefully today, fingers crossed, guys. Like, I'm just gonna put on music, jam out, and get in my right brain and forget the world and seriously bust out as much as I possibly can, because I have to do some like washes in the back with cool colors to make the background go back more, and then do some glazing of the darks in cools on the dog so that the darks go back. And then if I can, my goal was to start doing some of the midtones and highlights in opaques and warms and get that done. But again, sometimes if it's too wet from doing the glazes with the darks, Like sometimes it's okay because you want it to mix a little bit with the color, like the opaques. So maybe some of the midtones I could do that, but I definitely probably have to wait on like the brights and highlights till for like a day or two after to let the first couple layers cure or whatever. So I'm just so freaking excited. I can't wait to be done and get it to her because it's for her husband's birthday. I can't wait. I hope they absolutely love it. I hope. Fingers crossed. It's always like, I know I tell everyone, you know, I like to work free with artistic freedom and everything. And I do have a couple styles, so I always kind of like ask, you know, well, are you looking more for this style or this style? Like, you know, definitely work it out with, you know, my clients, but you still just never know. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. But thank God I've had like amazing pieces that like they just loved them when they got them, and it just melts my heart. Seriously. Seeing people's faces when they see it for the first time in person is a whole, like, I don't know, it's a whole thing. It's incredible. Okay, so I don't get to use these little bad boys very often. And boy, do they feel cool. Oof. Man, that is a nice feeling. Okay, I love these things. So I might actually use these for this. I think I'm going to use that for that. So let me pull this over here. It almost seems dry enough that I can put like maybe just like light glaze or wash over the whole thing. Just kind of see what happens. Hopefully I don't ruin it, but that's what these are for, to play and experiment. And then with the indigo, I'll probably use a brush because I don't want to cover this entire thing. So, if I can get this open. Pliers, I need you. Where are you? Here we go. I still have yet to make a studio tour video for YouTube, and I probably should because I've had a lot of people say that they would love to see the studio. And I guess I should, especially before I get the one in the barn set up. All right, so I think I'm gonna add a lot of water to that. There it is. I don't know where I stuck my water. Can you guys see that? Okay, you can kind of see. So I'm gonna water that down just a little bit so it's not too opaque. Oof, I love how these things feel. It's too dark. Ooh, this would be fun for just some texture. Ooh. Maybe I won't saturate the whole thing. I'll just kind of do something like that. Add a little bit more water. Just in some of the white spaces. Kind of turn it in different ways. Whoops, that one was like a big blob. Kind of like how some of it's darker and some of it's not. So I think I might kind of play on that a little bit. Water it down some so it's not so dark. And then let that dry and then add a little bit darker on top. It's funny, my husband's like, you just get to sit at home and play all day. I earned it. That's so funny. I guess technically I do get to sit home and play all day, but it's still work. So there's that. Water it down as much as I can. There's a lot of paint in this brush. Oh no, too much water. I wonder how you, oh, there we go. Paper towelette. Okay. Wow, this still has quite a bit on there. Holy moly. This thing absorbs some water. That's actually kind of cool. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do... Here, let's do some like solid opaque, just lightly. So it kind of... Oh yeah, that's great. Don't want it to take over, but kind of give it some different dimensions here with the lighter and the darker. That's cool. What do you guys think? That's cool. Do I want to do it on this side too? This side's like fairly dry. It almost gives me the feel of like maybe leopard spots. I don't know. Ooh, that was quite a bit. Move this out of the way. Kind of get it to maybe run off the edge a little bit. Wow, that is cool. Okay, I like that. There's so much paint in that little thing. Okay, I'll just leave it in the water and then rinse it when I'm done. And then I think I will kind of clean this palette up a little bit so I can put some indigo on there. I need another paper towel. Still pretty excited for Maddie to be able to share that finished piece from yesterday that she did. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so cool. Okay, well, got most of it. Okay, put this back over there. Yeah, this is looking cool. I like it. So now I feel like it's getting more to this. So maybe we should do some mark making with some of the yellow. Maybe not a whole lot, but just enough. Let's see. Maybe we'll do some like full on circles on this one. That's kind of cool. Just do another big circle. I like that. That's pretty. Oh, I'm just so excited, you guys. It's turning out so cool. I don't know. I just feel like this might be a little too dark. But you know what? Well, until you try. Because this is a really, really dark color. You just water it down significantly like I had originally planned. And maybe, like, should I wet an area first? And then maybe put like a drop of it in there? Just kind of see what happens. Let's do that. Ooh. Okay, I love that. That is pretty cool. Maybe darken up a few of those. That actually looks so cool. Okay, let's darken up this little area right here. Oh, that really didn't. Maybe a little bit more. And I'm just using my little throwaway palette from Dollar Tree. didn't get enough water. Ooh. Wow, that is pretty cool. I kind of like how that isn't as dark as like this. Maybe I can... Oh, there we go. Kind of make it so it's not so dark. There we go. Let's try just a couple more really dark dots. Just kind of see. Wow, that actually turned out really cool. So it's not too much. I like it. Okay, let's try not to overdo it, but still give it, there we go, just enough. Okay. I really like how that just happened. Amazing. Oh my gosh, inks and water, I'm telling you, are just so much fun. Okay, do I want to add that here? I'm thinking yes. But I might wash out my brush first, because I wonder if I should just kind of stick it maybe over. Or just in one specific strip. Get some more ink. I really want that little spot to darken up. That's actually really cool. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving these colors so much. Oh, wow. Okay, that is really cool. I think I made it a little darker than I wanted to, but that's okay. Maybe just one more strip. Maybe let's do this. Yeah, that's cool. And I like how it spreads throughout the water, so it's just light enough. Like this one was. It just gives it just enough to spread. Cool. I like how some are darker, some are not as dark, and some are barely showing, like that one. Does it need one more? Let's see. Maybe I'll look through the camera. Oh, I kind of can't see. It's kind of covered. I'm wondering if I should do maybe just like a strip along here. What do you guys think? Okay. Hopefully this doesn't make it too much here. Oh, that's actually not that bad. It looks like just enough to give it a little bit more dimension. Maybe I'll do one right here too. Okay, so it's so watered down that it like isn't too much. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Okay, I kind of want to do maybe right here, or should I do this line? Maybe that line. Okay, and then grab some of the indigo. Yep, I like it. Fantastic. I might do that line. See, and I only thought I was going to do 2 of the circles. Yet no. It's one of my favorite things that I'm like learning is to just kind of do things as you feel like doing it, because 9 times out of 10 it always looks amazing and you're like, whoa, I'm so glad I listened to myself and did that. There we go. Okay, I was thinking, oh, well, I was gonna get a little bit more, but there we go. Kind of darken that up just a little bit. Wow. I have to admit, I actually kind of like both so far. And if, like, I like how inks and acrylics and watercolors, spray paint, most of the mediums that I use for like my first layers, they dry fairly quickly. So to me, that's amazing, because then it's like, you know, you can kind of knock out most of a piece really quickly. And I love that raw sienna underneath. I almost wish I had that right here too. But that's okay. Could always mimic that with like a different medium at some point. In a way. Okay, so just a little bit of the inks still have to dry. So I'm trying to think of my next move. Do I want to go to the gold? Do I want to wait? I wonder if I want to take the tip of this. Oh, is that already dry? Oh, I got it. Maybe. There we go. Kind of darken those 2 up just a little bit. That's cool. It was just off the tip that had barely any of the ink on it. Yeah, I am digging it. And I feel like the only color that we really haven't, I mean, there's some green right here, but it's just mixing, but it's pretty. And there's some green in there. So I guess we do have like the colors in this, because we could always go in and add, like, of course this isn't like all white, like the artist eye. I see yellow, cream, I see some of the indigo in the fur, but it's so funny how that registers white to us, but that is clearly not white. It's so crazy. I don't know, how weird. Like a creamy white, a yellowy white would look really nice in this. What could I use? Now all I want to do is just like mix some paint, like a color. But what would I do on here with that is the question. what I want to do is stencil. Not really feeling like I want to use a stencil. Just trying to think of all the mediums that I have that could potentially have that creamy yellowy color. I really don't want to use spray paint today. I got enough of those fumes yesterday and this morning, so I kind of don't want to. Because all I can think of is using like an acrylic paint and mix a color that's like that. Because it would look nice on there. It's like a creamy white with a little yellow. What else do I have? Oh, you know, there is that spray paint. Let's see. Things are so dusty from like all the remodeling we've done in here. Let's see. That's clearly yellow. Maybe I should just use like a yellow crayon. Like, not a crayon. Let me see. I do have these. The Marabou Art Crayon. Okay, I guess it is crayon, but these are water soluble, I believe. I was trying to not go that route, but let's see. This is almost like, what is that? Is that supposed to be gold? Oh, that's gold. I thought it was like a raw sienna or something. I feel like this is a little lighter than that one. Or brighter. Maybe just make some circles with this. Because I do like the little pops of yellow with that other yellow, but I kind of feel like this, the yellow on the piano keys is a little different than what's on the fur. So, oh, I do have a neon. This one's not water soluble. The solid markers, love these. But this one's like fluorescent. Ooh. Dang. That is like, I guess the fluorescent might not look bad. Which one to use? I kind of want to use the fluorescent one. Is that bad? Okay. I kind of want to use that, actually. Kind of strange, but I just kind of want to. I also have a hot pink one. Secure markers are freaking incredible. These solid ones, they dry so fast, and like I love using these ones in underpaintings too. Ooh, yeah. I'm kind of thinking I might use it. So, should we do like yellow circles and then put hot pink around those? I think we should. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of liking that. Ooh. And then maybe do something like this. Right down the middle of that. Okay, I'm having a little too much fun with this. Wow, that is pretty. It like just really pops. We'll do some more circles down here. Whew, these things are potent. I forget that they're potent. Okay, and then maybe let's do some of that. Da-da-da. Kind of want to do it along this thing, but I don't want to ruin. Still kind of wet. Do a little swoopy swoop. These kind of took a whole nother turn. Because it's not exactly neon, but I kind of like that. That's fun. All right, let's do. What do you think about that? That's fun. I almost feel like I need some more pink. Maybe if I did something else, like maybe if I just added gold. Because you could also interpret some of this like raw sienna color as gold in a way. So I think I'll go in with this just for something a little different. Do I want to do splatters or circles or both? I have no idea. Yeah, that was a good choice. I don't know why, but I like it. Totally funky. Okay. Kind of took it to a whole nother level, but I'm not complaining. Why does it look like I'm missing a crayon? What crayon am I missing from that? Okay, let's see. I almost thought about doing some of these yellow splatters, but I don't know. They're more muted. I have more mustardy called curry. Scared the dog. Let's see. Yeah, that might not be bad. I also have mustard. That almost looks a little green. Let's see, which one? Yeah, that mustardy color looks a little more green. Yeah, no. Okay, that one's a no. Oh, just knocked another one back. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know why, but I kind of want that in there. Kind of clean it up, but good thing I had a napkin on that. Would have sprayed myself in the face. Wouldn't be the first time. Hate to admit it, but because I think it would kind of help if I kind of did a little bit of this. This is just a acrylic Montana Gold spray paint in Curry. And I get these off Blick, I think. Gotta make sure I shake it up good. I'm gonna put some of this away because I'm gonna end up spraying the top of that to make sure it's the right color. That up. Put this up so I don't spray it. Might use that still. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, that's totally happening. All right, so let's see if we can just do, oh, no, I just want some splatter. Man, sometimes I'm good at this, and then sometimes I'm just like, ah! It's not letting me just make some little, ah! Maybe I'll loosely put the lid on and see if that helps. No, it's not working. There we go. Ah! Not what I'm trying to do. No! There we go. That's what I'm going for. There we go. Now we're talking. That's awesome. Okay. I like it. Okay, so now I gotta clean this up. I'm gonna have to like sand down this board and repaint it. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I make too much of a mess when I'm creating to keep anything white, and yeah. Okay, clean that. Just want to make sure the tip's clean here. Okay. And stinky stuff. Stinky. Oops, got paint all over that now. Did I just put those on the wrong one? I totally did. Wait, which one was I cleaning out then? Did I do that backwards? I don't even know. Whatevs. Okay. Dang, I like it, and I like it a lot. Okay, now I want to add, do I want to add yellow? I don't know. Kind of want to, but kind of don't at the same time. Maybe I'll just spray some over here and kind of see what color it is. Ooh. These are the ones my youngest was using last year, so I don't even know if this is gonna work. It's kind of stuck on there. Ah! Well, found out it worked. A little bit. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, let's see if we can do. Ooh. Just a little bit. Okay. Not even mad about that. Wow, that's actually really pretty. I'm glad I did that. Okay. So I think I'm done with the yellow. I don't think I want to put any, well, do I? Do I want to put some more right there? I kind of do. Hold on. Okay, do I like that? Ooh. I like how these kind of turned into like yellow. Whoops. But I really enjoy the fact that we have quite a few different yellows on here. Like you got the neon, you got the bright yellow, we got some of the Caran d'Ache crayon for mark making and the circles. Because this yellow kind of registers as a green, but to me that's cool because this kind of registers as that neon in my mind. Okay. It's amazing the things that you can pull out just from inspiration around you. I think it's absolutely incredible. Okay. Now I could, if I wanted to, go in with like some kind of black, like black lines, black mark making. You could use fine line pens. You could use matte graphite pencils. Shoot, you could use acrylic markers. Oh, and I also have black in, it's probably my most, the pink in this one are probably my most used for black. So, I mean, you could do that. But I kind of feel like if I put gold on here, I won't need black, but I don't know. So maybe I'll do some of the, I almost want to do one of those, what are those called? It's like the hypnotizing wheels, you know what I'm talking about? But I don't think I put, maybe I'll put the gold on this one and the black on this one. I'm kind of thinking it's going to happen, but I need to let the spray paint kind of dry first before I do that. But I can do the gold on this side because that doesn't have to be dry to do that. There's the little brush I used yesterday. So I got my little cheapo brush. Love it. So yeah, let's do gold on this one and the black spiral. There we go, spiral on this one. Strangely enough, I really do feel like these might be my favorite ones I have done yet. Like, I would probably put these on my walls. But we'll see. Until they're completely done, I won't know that for sure, but like... like, I have made some cool ones, but like... just saying. These are really cool. See, I'm telling you, that was such a good choice. Yeah, and today was actually supposed to do the other book, the book cover. I was supposed to do that, but I was like, I want to do the cards. I was just so excited. I wanted to get to it. Okay, so my favorite gold. Let's just kind of stick with the bigger blobs along this raw sienna first. Boop. Just kind of stay with the flow, I guess, of how that kind of came out. And then do the smaller ones that kind of give the flow, like some direction to it. Just some itty bitty ones out here in limbo. Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna put the lid on that. Keep myself from doing any more. And we're gonna use the cap cleaner to clean this off so that I continually have a brush to use for my spots, which is important to me because I like my splatters. They do make these really cool splatter tools, and eventually I will get some, but until then, I'll just keep using these. Good. I'm telling you guys, you need cap cleaner. It's a lifesaver. Okay. I like this. I like it, and I like it a lot. So shiny. This video is going to take forever to upload. Bummer. Okay, this one, I'm still waiting for that spray paint. these little bigger blobs right there. And then I can do the spiral. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to do it. Like, I just want to do it right now, but I can't. These turned out so cool. Are you guys going to do anything like this? Like, what colors would you have picked for some of this? Would you have picked the same colors? Or would you have done more of, like, you know, red with the pink and the magenta and, like, the greens, indigos? Like, would you have made it darker? Oh, there's even some of this really pretty neon purple. But I feel like it kind of did that with, well, maybe not. Well, kind of like this. But that looks more neon-y in the thing. In the dish. Like this right here. Definitely would have... Or it seems like it's more... Is it not pastel? That's more of a neon. I guess right here. But yeah, what colors would you guys have done? Would you have done like stencils? Would you have done like that creamy yellowy white? Man, this one was a lot of fun. I love it when I don't have a direction because it's so freeing. Because then when I go to work on the actual paintings I'm working on, I'm like, cool, I got my abstract chaoticness mess out of my system. Now I can go do refinement work, which is like not my favorite part about a painting, not gonna lie. Refinement work is not my favorite at all. But you put on good music and just forget the world, it's actually not that bad. But I like the washes in the beginning and the collage and like the free stuff, you know, that you can kind of make up. I've been trying to do more paintings like that where like I'm working more on just the feeling and what my body and brain says I should do kind of thing, kind of like this. So it's kind of nerve-wracking because you're like, oh, I don't want to mess it up, but like I have to keep reminding myself it's just a painting. Like, calm down. It's not the end of the world. But then I always get that stupid feeling in the back of my head that like I'm wasting things, you know, if I mess up. But you can always paint over stuff, you can always fix it, you can always do what you need to do, but it just takes time to learn that you can do that. Yeah, I think the black is gonna look good on this one because it's giving me like tie-dye shirt vibes on this side, whereas this one's giving me more like Saved by the Bell vibes. You know what I'm saying? All right, come on, little spray paint. Dry. Couple more minutes. I think it'll be dry fairly quickly, so just giving it a couple more minutes here. Yeah, so now I gotta decide on tomorrow what I want to do. It's funny, I was actually thinking about using this today, but I didn't end up using it. So I guess I can put that back where it goes. So I'll kind of just pick up the space here for just a second as I get, as I wait for that little spot area to dry. And it's so funny. This room is like always chaos land. It's always a disaster. I even pulled out the white gel pens because I didn't know if I'd want to like add more in there, but there's so much white and light colors there that I don't even feel like I need to, which is cool. And I don't want to use this, so I'll put this back wherever it goes. There we go. Some things that I haven't used in a while that I feel like I should. Like, these are so much fun. The Art Graph water soluble graphite. I absolutely love these things. You can like get it wet with a paintbrush and use it kind of like a watercolor, or you can like sketch with it and you can get it wet. They're water soluble, so you could totally activate them. And if you don't want to activate it, just spray it with a fixative. There's like, I have so many art supplies. And I feel like every day when I watch other people's videos that like I'm finding new stuff all the time and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. All right, should we go this way or should we go that way? I kind of feel like it's saying this way. Wowza. definitely kind of stole the show. Whoops. Okay, I'm not gonna get upset about it. My brain said to do it. I did it. Okay, so let's take the tape off and see what these look like. Like, that's all I want to do right now. Like, did I just screw it up? I have not. I still like it, oddly enough. Let's take this off. Oh my gosh, you guys. I actually really like how these turned out. Wow. This one's funky. There's something weird about it because of the spiral, but I still really like that. Wow. Definitely should have put the tape in the middle before I did the stamp, now that I see it, but that's okay. Like, you live and you learn. But I still love the texture in it, so I'm not even upset about it. Those are really cool. What do you guys think? Let's turn it. I still like this either direction. I like this one. I kind of like it more this way. Let's turn it this way. That looks cool. So I like this one this way, this one this way. That actually turned out really cool. Okay, I kind of want to cut it in half. Are these dry enough that I could do that? Guess we'll find out. Because these, like, are their own pieces. I feel like they're their own pieces. So let's cut it in half. Not stick my finger in things, which I already did. Okay, so move it over just a little bit. Okay. Hopefully none of that was wet. No, doesn't look like it was. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna look at these individually and figure out which direction I like them better in. So this way, this way, this way. I kind of like it like this way too, but I'm feeling more like this. So what's today's date, guys? Is it the 14th? Stamp it and sign it. Okay. Boink. Yep, I like that one. That's cool. All right, let's figure out which orientation we want. This one, I kind of like it this way. I like it that way. Ooh, I really like it this way. Or this way. This one I feel could really go any direction. I kind of like it like that. But I like it like that too. Maybe we'll go with this way. Okay. Stamp it and sign it. These are cool. You could always use these for cards too. I did see some ideas on Pinterest that people were making really pretty abstracts on, like really nice watercolor paper, and then they put like the Bible verses on there. I know I want to do that here soon, eventually. I would like to get to that. Isn't that funny how sometimes when you just turn them, in different ways. They just, like, you'll find that maybe the way you made it wasn't your favorite, but when you turn it all the way upside down, I really like that. Cool. Well, I had a lot of fun making these today, guys. Sorry it was such a really long video, but I like how these turned out. Like, they're the same, but they're not. Like, they have their own personality. So these are really cool. I love it. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget my monthly subscription, the Print of the Month Club. That actually ends tomorrow. So that I can't talk. I open it up on the 1st of every month on my website, and I only allow 15 people, or 15 new people a month to join the Print of the Month Club. So it's only to the first 15 people that sign up each month. Well, okay. Up to 50 new people each month. Good grief. So there's people that are already on it and signed up for the Print of the Month Club, but like I only allow 15 new people a month. And I think I have like 2 or 3 spots left. And I send out an 8x10 print each month, and I mail it out on the 15th of every month to everyone that's part of the Print of the Month Club. So they get a print of a painting I've done since I started painting, which was like a year and a half ago. So if you look at the website, you'll see like some of my work, and it could be any of those pieces. And then sometimes on like different months, I'll do like I'll add stickers and things, that I've had made, or like cards, like greeting cards that I've had made for my paintings. So sometimes I throw in extra little things here and there as well, just as like an extra thank you for supporting my business. But yeah, I think, like I said, I only have a few spots left on there for this month, but it ends, like the cutoff date is the 15th. So the 1st through the 15th, but they typically go pretty fast. So if you guys want to sign up for that, you just go to amandamartinezart.com, and I think you have to click on like originals from the top of the page, and then on the left there's a thing that says monthly subscription, and you can click that to sign up for it. But you can also choose just the 1 month option, where it's like I just want to do it this one time, or you can do the actual every month, and it bills out on the 11th of every month. So, and you can cancel obviously at any time as long as it's before the next billing, like before it comes out on the 11th of every month. So yeah, figured I'd mention that because I always forget to talk about it. I send it out in my monthly emails, but I forget to talk about it. So all right, guys, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and if you make your own, tag me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time.